You're listening to Charting Wealth for Wednesday, the 14th of December, 2016. Markets are up. Total market up 0.64% for the day, continuing to move up. Market actually rotated over, going up on the two-day chart all the way back on the 10th of November. And we had a bit of a back off starting on the two-day chart on the 30th of November and the 2nd of December, and then it rotated back over, going up strong. We're above our weekly trend line and our two-day trend line. When we look at our 4-hour chart, which is a real action chart, we had it rotate over, going up back on the 7th. And if you look at the high that day, the worst place to get in was somewhere around 112.90. And the market topped out throughout the course of the day somewhere at a top of 114.61. Not a bad gain over just a 4-day period, as we've seen this market continue to rocket up. If you don't know how we actually call getting into the market, you need to listen to our How to Read a Stock Chart video, and you can get that easily by just going to our website, chartingwealth.com, signing up for a newsletter. With that, you will receive actually 3 links. One will be to our How to Read a Stock Chart video, the other to our daily market worksheet that you need to fill out every day as you follow us, and also the layout that we use at freestockcharts.com. Now, let's continue to talk about what's going on in the market. That's the total market. Let's look at the S&P 500 as depicted by the exchange traded fund SPY, and we see that it rotated over, going up on the two-day chart back on the 10th of November. Actually started moving up on our two-day chart back on the 8th and has been moving up, but for 2 back off days on the 30th and on the 2nd of December. We saw those two-day charts being pullbacks, and then the market took off again, still moving up above our weekly and our 2-day trend line. Again, if we look at our 4-hour or action chart, we see, and we're trend followers, so basically what we wait for is for the market to take off, for it to pull back on the 4-hour chart as it started doing on the 28th of November, and then for it to rotate back over, going in the same direction as the weekly and the 2-day chart. Folks, does it get any more simple than that? So we want to wait for a trend to actually be established. We want the small chart, that is the 4-hour shorter of all 3 of our charts, to back off a little bit, take a breather, and then when it starts moving back in the same direction as the bigger charts, we jump in. Is there any safer way to get into the market? Does it always work? No, but a hell of a lot of the time it does. So what happened if you would have jumped in on the afternoon of the 7th of December? The high was 224.67. You could have gotten in as low as 221.50. Where did the market end at the end of the day on Tuesday the 13th? The high was 228.34. Is that not a good gain in about 4 days' time for anyone? Yes. The answer is yes. Yes, it is. And there are ways, if you're a long-term investor, to simply use our weekly chart and then use the 2-day chart as your action chart for getting out of the market and in the market. Again, we love these stock charts. We love the kind of candlesticks that we use. We love how easy it is to follow the ups and downs. We're all about trend following, making easy, simple decisions, because it's really binary. Is the stock or the market going to go up, or is it going to go down? And we try to make it as simple a decision as possible. What do you want to do? You want to make money. What do you not want to do? Lose money. Is it more simple than that? That's why we try to keep it simple. That's where we are on the S&P 500 right now. Let's go to the Qs. The Qs is the NASDAQ 100 now. It's a bit of a problem. On the weekly chart, it's still in a confirmed down move. On the 2-day chart, it's in an up move, but we really don't have any trades to make until both of our charts, our weekly, which again, we don't have in a confirmed up move yet, It's trying to get there, but it's still in a confirmed down move since it crossed over going down back on the 21st of October. It's getting very, very close. Once it does, we'll start calling again potential trades there. You might say, why is that such a hard and fast rule? Because it works. It works again and again and again. And guess what? We don't have to trade the NASDAQ 100 until it sets up the way we want it to. What are things looking like on the 4-hour chart? They're continuing to rocket up a big day, 1.26 on the NASDAQ 100. Going back to the S&P 500, up 0.67%, total market up 0.64%. Lastly, let's go to our 2-day chart and take a look at gold. What's going on? Gold down 0.33% for the day as the stock market rockets upward. Gold's in a confirmed down move on the weekly and the daily. Movement is below the daily and the weekly charts. Let's look at the 4-hour chart, see what we see. We see that the 4-hour chart has still not yet crossed over going down. As we said, 4-hour chart was our trading chart, our action everything chart. Until the end of last year, it started working again in late January, early February of 2016. It stopped working again at the end of this year, right about the end of November, sometime around the 22nd, 23rd of November. So we don't have anything to call in gold at this point. Again, if indeed the 4-hour chart rotates over going down, maybe we can find potential since both the weekly and the 2-day are going down on gold, but we're not going to call that at this time. Folks, that's where we are as we end the day on Tuesday the 13th of December, go into Wednesday the 14th. We appreciate you being with us. If you appreciate what we do, we ask only 2 things from you. Go to iTunes, subscribe to our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, say something nice about us. You can also go to and like us on Facebook. And we ask you also to go to YouTube where you can subscribe to our channel. That's one of the first places we upload so many things. But if you would like to get first and foremost all the things that we do, the training, the podcasts, the daily market reviews, the comprehensive weekly review and forecast, you can get all of that directly emailed to you by going to chartingwealth.com and signing up. No salesman will call, no obligations. We do all of this for you, and we appreciate you. We'd like to hear from you. You have questions, problems, concerns, go to our website. Email us from there. We would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being with us. God bless. We wish you the best in learning this. You can do it. We only ask you 10 minutes a day. Fill out that daily market worksheet, and you will soon become a charting master. God bless. From chartingwealth.com.